Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Nerdy Day podcast. Coming back at you, been a little bit. As always, take a little short breaks to do some schoolwork, which is really nice to do. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves out in there. But you know what? Instead of my long ramblings, I got some good advice from Mr. Midas online. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for hopping on Discord and helping me out, Mr. Midas Games. So check him out. I'll link him down below. The dude's awesome. He actually helped me out. Just wanted to take a look at my stuff. And it really worked out. Dude was super helpful. But again, I digress. We have an important subject today. It's all pre-E3 stuff going on. And you know what it is, man. PlayStation came swinging. New state of play. All about Horizon Forbidden West. So let's get right into it. I'm going to have some gameplay footage also showing up. So you may see my face, you might not see my face. I'm trying some new editing techniques. Again, shout out to Mr. Midas Games. Going right through, I saw a couple reactions online and then I kind of just stopped and wanted to watch my own. So all gameplay and cinematics shown in the beginning and what you'll be seeing is running off a PS5. Of course, the game's not completed yet. It doesn't have a release date. Spoilers for the end of this video. There's no release date shown, but everything we've seen is, work in progress on PS5. No PS4 footage is shown. This will be a day and date with PS4 and PS5. Very interested to see how that goes. Again, I got a PS4, base PS4 at that. Let's hope that it works for me. Let's hope that it's as good at least as Miles Morales, even though it had some stuttering issues. Once I get a PS5, ooh boy, I can't wait to replay and get that platinum in Miles Morales. So I ended up watching the footage on my 4K TV. It looked gorgeous after the state of play. Wow, man, it's so awesome. So we start off with Aloy, what looks like a Carja member. We find out it's like part of Eren. Yeah, it is Carja because it's Eren's, Aloy's friend from Horizon Zero Dawn. He's made it out west. They're in San Francisco. They're looking for an item to kind of help with this blight. I'll touch on that a little more, Lynn. But one of the Carja guys, he's really beat up. Aloy gets him some water. This man's beard is on point. Like this looks horrible. If you're seeing my face, or if you've seen my face in the beginning of the video, horrible. This man's beard, beautiful, gorgeous. 4K beards. Man, I need a 4K beard in real life. Alright, so as I mentioned, I'm reading off some of my notes as well. I'm really interested to see how this is going to play on my base PS4 because looking at this footage, I really don't understand how it's going to be a PS4 game. Having a new biome is really cool, showing off a lot of vegetation, overgrown San Francisco, and seeing some landmarks. Later on, we see the Golden Gate Bridge. Beautiful moment. Can't wait to screen cap that and maybe save that as a wallpaper on my phone, tablet, whatever it be. Water effects are gorgeous, especially in this. Again, I have multiple notes on here saying, man, what is this gonna look like? Because this is very interesting and very scary. Like, how is this gonna run on my PS4? I don't have a Pro. It's gonna be interesting. I'm very interested. I mean, my thing was chugging along with Miles Morales, but it did the job. It got the job done. I just missed his coming out party basically when he gets his black suit. There's a new type of machine shown. It's raptor based. Kind of has some. You'll see spliced out throughout the footage, but he's kind of had chainsaws for a mouth. Really cool. Raiders, or I think we find out they're called bandits. Am I right? I think they're called bandits. They are not corrupting these machines. They're somehow overriding them. They have the ability to override them. Not sure how. I'm sure that'll play into the story. And as Aloy's, traversing the land, we get a look at a hook shot. She has this hook shot thing. I forget what they called it. But it's basically the hook shot from Zelda. And man, this is awesome. And of course, it's not it's actually very similar to the hook shot of Zelda. It only can go on certain surfaces. You'll see in the footage, there's this yellow X that it can attach to. And It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how it's going to play and move on from there. Um, there's an alligator. At one point, you see Aloy, to get away from everything, she jumps in the water, puts her on like a rebreather where she's able, it's like a machine where she can talk and breathe underwater. She can stay underwater as long as she can. The gameplay director for Horizon Forbidden West, which, pardon me, I forgot to get your name, sir. Mentioned she can stay underwater as long as she can if you need to get away from people and stuff like that. But this is alligator looking machine, and like, it's so impressive because, all right, we don't know what a raptor, we know what a raptor looks like because of, paleontology and things like that nature. And you get an idea of what they could look like to move. But if you've ever seen an alligator in water, like in nature documentaries and everything, like, this thing's moving exactly like that. I don't know why, but it was one of those things that just, man, I was like stuck on. Like, it was so cool to see. And then, yeah, holy crap, there's an elephant machine called a Tramortusk. I had to look up that name multiple times, and it wasn't until watching Kind of Funny Games Daily today, the 28th of May, where Janet Garcia said Tramortusk, and I was like, I thought I heard that as Hammertusk and Tramortusk multiple times. I was like, there's no way it's Tramortusk. Needless to say, it is actually Tramortusk. So it's a very interesting name, but it's Horizon. They named their stuff really weird, but it's still fun. Color schemes of the raiders or whatever these bandits are so cool. There's like green accents on them, like feathering and things of that nature. It's so cool to see. When they show a little stealth, like a stealth melee section where she like takes out one of the raiders, then goes to attack another one. Man, this thing was impressive. I'm telling you right now, it was so cool to see the new mechanics and the new animation for for her like attacks and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about watching Kevin at PlayStation Stores, shout out homie, his reaction video when he's just messing with someone in the community, just joking around with him, Christian, saying, yo, it looks the same. He's like, it does not look the same. And also, Christian, I know you don't probably watch my stuff, Kevin's right, it does not look the same. It looks better, way better. So it was really cool to show that. And then out of nowhere, she has this like canister thing on a spear that she smacks and like has like a particle effect and like a status effect and like kind of pushes stuff back. And they mentioned later you can like plug and play some different things that have like different effects, but this thing looked like she's like enacting her V trigger or final smash. Shout out to Kenny Omega, but it looked like a V trigger, like she was like getting ready to do some crazy ass move. And it was crazy. It was so cool. As I mentioned before, combat just looks way more refined, way more beautiful. And it's cool to see that the Raiders have armor as well. I don't remember this from part 1, but the Raiders in this one have armor that you can blow apart, like pieces off, to like do better damage if they're heavily armored. Similar to the machines in, Zero Dawn. Pardon me, I think about the suffix of the past game. As I mentioned before, the Golden Gate Bridge visuals very awe-inspiring. I was very beautiful and smart of the character designer, whoever was doing the gameplay for the State of Play, just to take a breathing second to see that. There's a glide mechanic now. It's like a shield. What did they call it? It's like a shield glide thing. It was so cool. It looks like it's made out of energy. I want to ride the Raptor. You can get to ride the Raptor. Really cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to ride that Raptor because the second my wife sees it, she will take the controller from me and she will just do that. You get to see the Tramortusk fight in action. I don't know if this is just like one-off or if it's going to be a thing that you do it once and then, hey, maybe like to up the difficulty, you have to fight like 3 Tramortusk at once near the end of the game. But some of the similar mechanics and weapons that she used previous games are back, like a grenade launcher type thing. A new explosive spear was used. I'm going to say this and no one's going to get it but me. Paste Pot Pete grenades as a deep cut Spider-Man joke. Damn. And if you get that joke, awesome. If you don't, Paste Pot Pete, man, look him up. That's a real character. He has real powers, and if you saw this gameplay, that's basically what he does. He shoots paste out of a pot, and his name's Pete. For every hit Stanley has, there's a couple misses. Don't forget that. Gameplay trailers. over at the point at the state of play, they take a deep dive with the developers. I did manage to get this person's name, and again, for the gameplay director, I'm sorry, but Ben McCall's a narrative director. He talks about the Red Blight seen in the previous, world premiere footage. Says Aloy and crew will have to comb through ruins of our civilization to get the tools needed to fight this blight. The Final Smash V Trigger. I'm just gonna call it V Trigger because I love Kenny Omega and Street Fighter, and it just looks cool. It looks like she's doing it anyway. It's called a Valor Surge. There'll be multiple ones. Again, weapons and all can be upgraded at workbenches, which we'll see more info before launch. I'm assuming at another state of play, maybe some E3 Summer Games Fest situation. Keep an eye out. Might be showing up on other podcasts about that. Fingers crossed, guys. Hit me up. 61 Indie. Kevin at PlayStation Stores. Waypoint. Point of Progress. Mario. Let's talk, Bubby. Let's talk. And again, when they showed footage from the world premiere trailer, they didn't show Zeus or Silas from Zero Dawn, but you have to assume whatever they enacted is this blight. Like, they enacted this. No release date. I'm gonna go out my way and say I believe Horizon will come out this year. I honestly believe God of War Ragnarok is a 2022 game. I also put the preface that I could be completely wrong. It could be switched. I highly doubt it. Or I could be even biggerly. That's not a word. Darn it, that's not a word at all. Okay. I'm gonna shout out community member Jeff. Jeff, can you send me a text when you hear this or watch this about what word I would use and to be even more utterly wrong? Is that a thing? Am I wrong? Am I stupid? I am kind of stupid. I wouldn't be surprised as well if both games are 2022. But yeah, this is kind of a little quick truncated little video, and that's about it, guys. Again, shout out to Mr. Midas Games for a little more insight. I am also recording this under a quick duration. I literally have about 15 minutes to record and get back to daddy duty, so I can edit this later. But thank you very much. Wow, seriously, that's what happens when you rush, man. Thank you everyone very much for joining me in either audio or video form. You can find me on YouTube. You just search Nerdaday Podcast. You can also listen to me on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere else you want to listen to audio podcasts. If you just search the Nerdaday Podcast as well, you can always hit me up on twitter.com/nerd_a_day. And I hope you guys had a great time. I'll see you next time. Bye.